Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maureen, and as you can see, I am coming to you from a different side of my room. I have finally gotten this corner together, and so in another video, I'm going to show you guys an entire sewing room tour, but back to why I have you here. I want to share with you everything that I have made so far for spring and what my future plans are for the rest of the season. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Maureen, and I am a sewing content creator, Nomi pattern designer, and a small business owner. Let's get into it. So like I said, before I get into my future sewing plans for the rest of the spring season, I do want to do a quick recap of everything that I have made so far, and that is primarily in this month. I think I was like super busy this month and end of March. So I did do McCall's 8576. This is my beloved tennis dress. I actually wore this yesterday. Got a lot of compliments on it. Joe said he likes it too. But this is quickly becoming like a favorite for this season and possibly into summer. And so I do have a sew along for this on this channel, and I made this in a nice white poplin. I really love how this fits. I love the drop waist, and if you guys haven't checked out the sew along yet, go ahead and check that out. Then I also did McCall's 8583. This was a bubble skirt. This is a bubble skirt pattern in the new McCall's collection. I know that I have made a couple bubble skirts in the past, but this is actually for a new pattern. And you guys would not believe, I actually made this out of a thrifted bed sheet. So I am so excited because the volume really held up nicely, and it just has really great drape. And so I was pleasantly surprised with how this turned out, and I have a sew along for that as well. And then I also made a baby onesie. Now, I think I kind of caused a little bit of a stir. I might have given you guys a jump scare with that one. I did get a lot of comments when I made that one, asking if I was pregnant or if I was dropping some sort of Easter egg. There are no Easter eggs yet, but I did this one as a sew along for the Simplicity YouTube channel. It's also here on this channel. In that tutorial, you will learn how to do shearing. You'll learn how to add snaps to a onesie. So many things in that tutorial. It is filled with a lot of different skills if you're game for it. Next up, which is probably one of my favorite projects. I just finished this on Sunday, and that is my DIY Coach tote. This project was something that I kind of just came up with in my head. I used like these Coach dust bags or storage bags, however you want to call them, and I created my own Coach tote. And yeah, I really love it. It's a huge tote bag, something that I can carry like on a weekend or something. I might bring it with me to Atlanta Frocktails, not to the actual party, but on the weekend, and maybe pack some makeup and some other essentials in there. But I really love this bag. And I did have a YouTube short and an Instagram reel if you guys want to check that out. But this bag, chef's kiss. And this was Simplicity pattern 9937. It looks nothing like the cover. You guys would probably look at the cover and be like, how did she get the tote to be that from the pattern? But you have to remember, you know, with patterns are just kind of like recipes. Like, you use your imagination and you've got these shapes and you can kind of create your own thing from that. So do with that what you will, but that's kind of how I work with patterns, is, you know, just taking certain liberties as I see fit sometimes. So yeah. All right, and then the last thing I made this last night. This is a zipper pouch. I actually did this for my quarterly Janome project, and this is all like pretty much upcycled denim. I use like, these are like the actual pant legs here. This is a back pocket. I took the label off of a pair of jeans, and then I put it on the front pocket, and then I did like really cool stitching, top stitching, and I used a brass zipper as well, which I thought was kind of cheeky and a nod to like denim stuff. So I might actually send this to my aunt because I don't have a need for it. I think it's cute. I think she would actually really appreciate this. And then the lining is also really cool. I had this fabric. I have some pilling in there to kind of give it a little zhuzh for when I was taking pictures. but this lining is very like geometric, I guess. So there's lots of little surprises in here, but I may actually send it to her for like Mother's Day or something, because I know that she would really appreciate it, especially since I made it. So yeah, so I might send this off to her, but I really like this bag. I think it's cute. All right, so now that we did that quick recap, let's go ahead and jump into what exactly I plan to make next. So I'm gonna be upfront and honest with y'all. For some reason, I am on this all white kick. I don't know what it is, but I actually went back to moodfabrics.com and I bought like 13 yards of poplin, and let me show you what I plan to do with that. So I have my basket here full of patterns. So I am definitely planning on making McCall's 8556. I have loved this pattern from the beginning, you guys. Like, I love it. And I think I want to make view B, which is kind of like that, probably like that midi or ankle, not ankle, but like midi or calf length here. I think it's so beautiful. And I think it'll look so nice and like just crisp and sharp in like white. This also kind of gives like a little bit of a vintage feel. So, I can't wait to do this. I'm looking forward to it, but this is definitely on the list for sure. Also on the list, Know Me Pattern 2016. Now, if you remember, last fall I made an all black version. I love the black version. I love it so much. I probably wear it maybe like once every other week. Whenever I do, I get a lot of compliments on it. But I've been wanting to make a white one ever since I made the all black one. And so if you've watched any of the videos where I talk about 2016, like ME 2016 from like a few months ago, I probably mentioned that I wanted to make a white one. So here we are. Within that 13 yards of poplin, I plan to make a white version of this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even think I'm going to change the formula. I'm not going to change the recipe. I think it's going to be the same exact version of the black one, except for it's just going to be in white. And then I can wear it all spring and summer and be beautiful and feel absolutely confident in it. So not changing the recipe, just making a second one. Another pattern that I plan to make, this is McCall's 8581. Now this is like fresh out of the McCall's box. I am absolutely in love with the short version of this. I think she's so adorable. I have some stripe fabric that I really want to use for this. So let me show y'all. So here's the stripe fabric. I bought it last year. I think I bought 3 or 4 yards. Never did anything with it. I think this will be really cute in the midi version, or in the mini version, excuse me. It's just gonna, I feel like it's just gonna give spring summer vibes. Like, and I love those bows. I might do the bows like horizontal stripe, maybe. I'll play with it, but I just think that'll be so cute. So this is also at the top of my list. I almost forgot to share with y'all Simplicity Pattern 9756. I finally cut this out, like literally cut it out yesterday. I'm working on it this week, and I'm just so glad I can get to it and I can do it, and I can't wait for this to just completely come together. As I was cutting it, because these pieces are really large, y'all, as I was cutting it, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I have enough fabric. I hope I have enough fabric. Just a little backstory, I bought the fabric from Fine Fabrics last Frocktails with the hopes that I would make this in time for this spring. And I'm cutting it close because it's getting really, really hot outside right now. But I literally cut this with maybe like half a yard to spare. So like my math was pretty good on that. But I just can't wait to see it all come together. I think she's going to be beautiful. All right, we got a little bit of vintage action here. This is Simplicity Pattern 9700. And I'm thinking, and I might change my mind, so don't hold me to this, but I really want to do this. I'm thinking I want to use my fabric, Godmother fabric with this. And the only thing that's holding me back is that I know that I'm going to be incredibly fussy about the print placement. Like that front zipper, the pockets. I just know I'm going to be fussy. I just know that this may take me longer than I would like to, but I think it's going to be really nice once it's finished. And because again, we're coming up on warmer months, I think I'm going to do that rolled sleeve version. But I think this is really nice. And I think too, because this is like a 70s pattern and this is like very 70s-esque print, I think this will totally just lend itself to each other. But I already know I'm about to be so fussy with this print. I already know. All right, this is another one that is hot out of the McCall's summer box. This is McCall's 8585, and y'all, I really love the top with the shorts. I love it. I love it. And so, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna make this. So I have this like this oatmeal, almost natural linen that I have here. I have about 4 yards of this. I haven't pre-washed it yet, so she's still a little like crispy and stiff. I feel like once I pre-wash it, she'll kind of loosen up and she'll have probably a looser texture to her, maybe a softer texture. But I think in the shorts and top version, this is going to be so classy, so chic. And this will also transition into the summer really nicely. And so I think with like some beautiful buttons and just like the right accessories, this can be a very, very beautiful classic look. All right, so this one is a little bit older. This is McCall's 8292. I really like View C that the model is wearing. I've never had pants with a front yoke like that, but I'm really into it. I'm really into the look. And so, listen, I have this white tencel twill that I bought back in December, I believe, from Fashion Fabrics Club. And I'm just like, I think I gotta make this with this. Like, this is meant for flowy fabrics. Like this, the suggested fabrics are linen, chambray, stable knits, lightweight twill. Tencel twill is a lightweight twill. I think this will be really, really beautiful. I'm really nervous about the yoke. It does say that Mimi has a sew along for this, so I may have to watch the sew along, but I think this will be really pretty. So stay tuned. All right, so next up is Vogue 1968. I had originally loved the long sleeve version, but again, going into warmer months and with the fabric that I have, I really think I'm gonna do View A as far as like the length of the sleeve and maybe like extend it down to here. We'll see. But I have this Liverpool knit fabric from Fashion Fabrics Club again, and I love the flowers on here, and I just think with this silhouette and these flowers, dream, just a dream. And I think this will be perfect for spring. I mean, come on, florals for spring, groundbreaking. Okay, so next up I have two patterns that I'm not quite sure what fabric I want to use for it, and I once I decide, I know I'll have it figured out and I'll move forward. But this is New Look 6644. I don't think this is like a well-known pattern, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I bought it online or maybe like at Hobby Lobby or something. But this is like a cargo pant, skinny cargo pant, and then like a sweater knit. I'm really into these cargo pants right here. And I want maybe white, but not like optic white, maybe like a softer ivory white, or even like a oatmeal white, kind of like the linen that I plan to use for the other project. But either way, I just want some sort of like relaxed yet more narrow fit of cargo pants, because I have the other cargo pants that are wide leg and they've got like a bunch of pockets. These, I really just want something that's a little bit more narrow that I can wear with bulkier tops on the top. I think this is a really neat pattern. Like I said, I don't think it's a well-known pattern, but it's something that I have and that I have kind of been thinking of over and over in my head about how I want to approach it. So this is one where I don't have fabric for it yet, but I know that I want to do it. This next one I've been talking about for a while, and this is my own pattern, ME 2104. I've really been wanting to remake the white pants that I made. They are from last summer, but I'm not crazy about the fabric that I used for them, and they're like a little bit more stiff than I'd like. And so I want my next pair to be a little bit more drapier. And so I know I want to remake these at some point this summer, and I think I want them to be white again. Okay, here's another pattern that I'm like, I want to use this, but where, how, what colors? And don't laugh at me, y'all. Like, you guys are gonna look at this and be like, huh? But this is McCall's 8562, and I'm really loving the vibe for B and C. This is the view here. You've got like that lightweight jacket, and then you've got the shift dress that literally lines up with the bottom hem of the jacket. I think it's very sophisticated. It's very Jackie O, 1970s, almost like very like New York, Upper East Side type look. Not sure if I would do it in gingham. I'm thinking I would probably do it in like, I don't know, maybe yellow or stripes or something. But either way, I'm really into this look. And I may have to dye something in order to get the like the color and the fabric that I'm thinking of. But I think this will be so cute. So yeah, I'm thinking of something like this for sure. All right, you guys, I want to thank you for watching this video today. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And you can follow me at Raven Maureen on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.